Hey everybody, Glenn Tompkins here on our YouTube channel. Today I've got 5 stocks that you need to keep your eyes on and put on your radar. Today those stocks are PLTR, AMD, DVAX, RCAT, and LCID. So they're in the news and they are possible stocks that could make a lot of money. Those are the whats. If you want to know the why, you sit right there. Hey everybody, Glenn Tompkins, Senior Instructor here at VectorVest. Always love bringing these videos to your attention to keep you up on what's going on in the market. If you're brand new to the channel, I invite you right now to take a second to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you will be updated to when a new video like this comes out. You'll know it. If you like the content, I invite you as well to hit the like button. Let us know that you like the content and that you find it useful going forward, and share this information. All right, let's get into it. 5 stocks that I'm looking at right now, whether it's news related or whether it's from analysis, these are things that you've got to keep on your mind. Now, first thing I'm going to do is get right into our web and start looking at the stocks. So Palantir, this is a stock that I've talked a lot about on our YouTube channel. This is a stock that I still think is in its infancy. It's got a lot of room to grow. Story here just came out today. Palantir, positioned to become one of the most important software and tech holding companies. Now that's a big statement. Whether you agree with it or not, it's still a big statement. That's the what. I'm going to go through the analysis and the reasons why I think this stock does still have upside potential. And this is where it starts off. I want to look at just a summary of this article. Palantir has developed the operating system for the modern enterprise that improves and accelerates decisions to implement solutions to the hardest problems. In layman's talk, this is a company that makes life easier from taking data into making it into better, useful information. And that will make life easier for people. The company is becoming the standard for embedding artificial intelligence and machine learning throughout an organization operation. Palantir, and this is important, this is a big piece of the puzzle. Palantir continues to increase its partnership with the U.S. government while expanding their clients on the commercial side, allowing them to become FCF positive. Palantir is a unique investment, and they are unique as they have taken an equity stake and signed software agreements with at least 10 companies that have the potential to shape the society's future. I'm really big on Palantir and have been for a while, and I've given you my whys today. Here's some more whys. Next stock, we're going to look at AMD. Now, this is an interesting story. AMD smartphone chipset could arrive. Now, this is speculation in the news article. Thanks to an alleged MediaTek partnership, confirmation date, and other details. So, AMD smartphone chipset could be a game changer. So just think about it. It's the words. Could be a game changer once it becomes reality. So, this is at least getting in on the ground floor of something that could explode and help you to make a lot of money. As of the moment, the giant tech manufacturer is considered one of the best computer component developers. Along with them, you have AMD, you have a couple of other companies that are out there that are on this path as well. But we'll keep our eyes on it. I'm going to scroll down to another one. Here it is. AMD, here we go. AMD smartphone chipsets could arrive. According to Giz China's latest report, various speculations stated that AMD could be working on high-end chips for tablets and smartphones. Now, the other side of this, they haven't announced who they're going to be going with. The company is expected to do a partnership with MediaTek, another giant SoC creator. As of the moment, though, Intel and other manufacturers are also making smartphone chipsets. However, their business mainly focuses on the PC market. So AMD is looking at the chipset. AMD's smartphone SoC's arrival. Gizbot reported that rumored AMD smartphone SoCs could be confirmed by the companies once the Samsung, whatever that is, arrive with the AMD GPU. So talking about all that, I'm an Apple person, just got my new Apple iPhone 13 Pro Max, and AMD is going after a lot of other different companies and could be a big mover in this space. All right, so there's some of the why there. RCAT. Now, this is an interesting story. Stock is soaring today, and today, this is the news coming out today, because one of its subsidiaries is headed to Mars. And the name of the company that they looking at is called Skypersonic. They bought the company, but this morning, the company is getting a hyper-energized start to this week, chock full of gains. That's because one of its subsidiaries will be seeing its technology roaming in the Martian landscape, sort of. A contract between Red Cat subsidiary and NASA will be a crucial part in the ongoing mission to get humans to Mars. As such, investors are seeing the importance of the contract reflected in the massive gains for RCAT stock this morning. Now, could this be sustainable? We're going to look at the analysis to find out. But this is the why the stock is moving. Now, another stock in the EV space, Lucid. All right, calculating the intrinsic value for Lucid Groups. Now, and I'm looking at this, it's a young growth company, big for that growth company. Actually, I think this week, I may be doing, either this week or next week, I'm going to be doing a video on how to find the best growth companies. If you're interested in that, in the comments below, let me know if you're interested in that. I think it's either going to be this week or next week, as it aims to take the luxury EV market worldwide. The company is well-funded and near in the start of its production of its first vehicle model, the Lucid Air. So because it's in such an early stage, there are seldom good estimates of what the company is worth. And they did an article on talking about what the company is worth. So I'm going to take this a step further. This weekend and throughout the week, Lucid, what Lucid stock investors should know about this week's production preview. So as they're coming out with their new car, they're going to be having a lot of people in their place to look at the car, test drive the car, get more information on the car. The event will see Lucid showing off its upcoming Air electric vehicle. So this is going to be their first car, right? That includes a tour of its advanced manufacturing plant in Casa Grande. They will have members of the media as well as financial committees, policymakers, and more seeing the production of the Lucid Air. This could be big news. If this car takes off, you could be getting in on the ground floor. Now, this company has been part of the EV space up and down, up and down, up and down, but this could be positive information, positive PR to push the stock's price higher. Now, one other stock, and it's in the COVID space, Dynavax, in line for big revenue stream from COVID-19's vaccine potential approval. This could be the next company that could be approved for emergency use authorization and on its path to getting an FDA approval. So very interesting. There's a potential new addition to the lineup of successful COVID-19 vaccines. In fact, Cohen's Phil Nadeau thinks Clover and Dynavax collaborative effort for that drug appears better tolerated than the approved COVID vaccines. Also, big words in this space. All right, so that's the news stories. These are the stocks that are on my radar, should be on your radar, should be 5 stocks that you're keeping your eyes on. Now, let's get into the software. Now, as we get into the software, though, one thing I need to keep in mind, market timing is always important. You've got to make sure that you're on the right side of the trend of the market before you pull the trigger, no matter how good a stock looks, okay? So here's our VectorVest composite, which looks at the movement of almost 9,000 stocks. I had shown from this low and a level of, more so a level of support, the uptrend hitting higher lows. Then we fell. This was on the Evergrande story. Then we fell, trying to get back into that uptrend. And with today's activity, we're right at that trend level. I at least would like us to see the market get back into this uptrend before you pull the trigger on any of these trades, unless these stocks are moving. Keep in mind, The market's direction affects about 80% of the stocks in the market. So I'm putting that out there just to let you know. Again, I don't care how good a stock is, you want to be on the right side of the market. All right, let's go look at my list of stocks. Here they are, all 5 stocks sorted by our master indicator VST. So out of the news stories, the VectorVest system is already putting into your hands which companies have the best combination of value, safety, and timing. And the 2 that do are DVAX and AMD with VSTs or value, safety, and timings on a scale between 0 and 2 above the value of 1. They're favorable. Now, the other 3 have VSTs below 1. So the combination of value, safety, and timing is not there. So these are more speculative plays, but the news could drive these stocks' prices higher. As I look at these, upside potential, notice that relative value is an indicator to tell me if the stocks has a greater probability of outperforming the market. Above the value of 1, right now, DVAX is poised to outperform a AAA corporate bond by 55%. AMD, that same bond by 61%, and RCAT, that stock going out to Mars, actually has good upside potential with relative value above 1.0. The other 2, though, Palantir and Lucid, upside potential not there, safety not there. So out of this group of stocks, Palantir and Lucid tend to be more speculative. But I like DVAX, AMD, and RCAT in that they have the ability to outperform the markets. Those are good signs of growth stocks. 2 of these are buy recommendations, 3 of them are holds, none of them are sells. How about all of them, with the exception of Lucid, outgrow or have earnings growth rate in double digits? Not only do they have positive earnings, with the exception of Lucid, but they grow their earnings at a clip double digit. Another great sign for growth stocks as you look at this list. All right, so I've now given you the stories, which are the why behind the what's, which are the stocks. Let's look at their graphs. Let's click on Graph All. Let's take a look at their graphs. Is it the right time? So right now, DVAX above the 20-day exponential moving average. Look at that earnings per share. Look at that earnings growth rate. Both of them look good. They're rising. Earnings is the engine that drives the stock's price higher. Today is a down day. Wouldn't buy it today. Always make sure, I don't care how good a stock is, you only buy it on a day that's rising. But if I look at, I'm going to take off the dividend and dividend yields. I want to concentrate specifically on RT, earnings, and earnings growth rate. RT is above 1. The stock's still in an uptrend, but pulling back. Well, that makes sense on a down day today. Next stock, I've done a lot of videos on AMD as well. In a consolidation mode, I like the bounce off support right here, which was sitting at $99.39. I like the up day today and above the 20-day exponential moving average. I've got a price target on AMD of 150, trading right now at 107. Let's go see if it has the opportunity to move higher. Previous video was trending down and bounced up above it, but now above the 20-day, but I like the earnings and the earnings growth. Let's go to the next stock, Palantir. I've talked a lot about this stock. It is an innovative company, continues to get contracts, makes life easier for folks, and many, many applications. Down day today, but I do like the trending higher. Look at that, trending higher above the 20-day exponential moving average. Look at the earnings. Look at the earnings growth. RT is above 1, but falling. Again, a down day today. I wouldn't buy it today. Would actually like a better entry point above that level of resistance of 29.24. Next stock, let's look at Lucid Motors. Remember, this is one, just like Palantir, Lucid is more of a speculative play, but what I like right now, above the 20-day exponential moving average, challenging this level of resistance at 28.05, would like to see it break above. I like that the earnings is higher than it was 3 months ago. They're not growing their earnings yet. Why? They're not selling anything. They're not selling anything, so they can't grow their earnings really yet. Earnings per share is getting better, but they're not growing it. And this could be the jump start to this company really starting to make some money with this event that's going on through the week and into the weekend. And the last stock is RCAT going out to Mars with that. This was more of a news-driven story, but why I still like it is that it's got good upside potential. Even though the news story and a lot of profit taken right here, beautiful level of resistance at 371. This is a news-driven story, but it's got some meat on the bones. And keeping that in mind, look at the earnings per share going up, look at the earnings growth going up, and the RV above the value of 1 at 1.30. this has got some meat on the bones. So this is why I say this is something that you should keep on your radar. With that, folks, if you like the content that you saw right here, again, hit that like button. Let me know. If you've got some stocks that you're looking at on your radar, put them in the comments as well. You never know. I may do a video on them. So with that, folks, this video is over. And until the next time, see ya.